we have had really noisy neighbours moving into the village. When I say noisy, I mean really noisy neighbours. I went in B&M for some compost, but these fell in my trolley. I love these. So these are the carnation mixed. And they're going to be all different colours, but they're all pink at the moment. That's why I chose those. Lots of buds on as well. So I'll be planting those out, hopefully tomorrow. And then in Aldi, I picked up a clematis. And yeah, that was only £1.89, and it looks like a nice plant. So I was very pleased with that. So I've got lots to plant out over the next couple of days, and to repot my seedlings I've been advised to after showing you them, because they have got, when somebody mentioned it I had a look, and they have got their roots coming at the bottom, and I do need to prick them out. I was right. So yeah, I've got a bit of gardening to do, so I hope this wind is going to die down a bit, so it's nicer to do it outside, because I don't think I really want to do it in here. So that is my little stash of plants. Hello, welcome. Well, I feel like I've been running around all day, but I don't feel like I've got anywhere. Do you ever have those sort of days? So yes, what do you think to our new neighbours? Very noisy sheep they are, but so cute. It's hard to get close to them because where the actual gate is, so you can get a clear view, they're a lot further away. So I'm trying to go through the bushes, trying to get some footage of them. But it was very hard, so yes, but I thought it'd be fun to show them. And yeah. So the latest on the nails is, so if you saw it yesterday, I'd had this colour, but I wasn't really keen. So then I bought this colour, but I still wasn't very keen. And then in the comments, somebody suggested mixing colours together to get the tone I wanted. And I thought that sounded messy. But then afterwards I thought, hold on, what if I put because I'd already used this one on my nails, what if I put this one over the top? Would that, like mixing the two together, because this one was just too loud for me, it wasn't what I was looking for. So I did that, and yes, I like it, but it looks worse than it did ever now, because the thicker it gets, the longer it takes to dry, isn't it? And I don't sit still because I've got to do crafting or something while I'm waiting. So they've got little dents in them from knitting needles and things now. So yes, I am happy, and I will try that again, but I need to do it sort of last thing at night when I'm not going to be doing anything else, so let them dry if they're going to be that thick. So I think I might have come up with a compromise. So yes, I'm happy with that colour. It's more me, toned down. So that is sorted out. As I said in the previous clip, that I have got to do some things on those sweet peas, so I shall be doing that over the next couple of days. But it is really windy out there at the moment, so I'm not going to take everything outside now. I've got a little list because I've got all little bits to talk to you about, and no crafting, I'm afraid, because I'm still working on the things I was doing before, so it hasn't really had enough progress to show you at the moment. So what I was going my book. So I've finished the last book, so I'm just starting this one. It's going to be the next. This is the 7th in the series. It's called Secrets of the Little Village School, and it's Gervais Finn. I've heard of this series. It's a library book. I've heard this series, but I've never read one, and it's just another cosy, I think it's Cotswolds, is it? Or is it more Yorkshire? Burton on the Dale sounds like it's more Yorkshire, doesn't it? But it's just a cosy community based around a school, and there's a wedding, and it's just the characters that are there. So I don't mind starting right in the middle of the series. It doesn't bother me. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be starting. So I'm excited to go to bed tonight to start reading this. Don't let Gary hear me saying I'm excited to go to bed, because he might get the wrong idea. So yes, new book to start. We did watch last night Ripley, which is a new series on Netflix, and it's all in black and white. It's based on another one that was The Incredible Mr. Ripley. Sorry, I didn't do my research before this. But yeah, it's based on another film, but it's I can't remember the name of the actor, but I always think of him as Moriarty from Sherlock Holmes, and he's playing the lead, and it's very arty, it's very 1930s, and the photography is very arty, the camera angles and everything, and I don't know if I like it that much. I can see it's good, but it may be because I was doing my knitting at the same time. It's the sort of thing you just have to just watch and just be immersed into that. But Gary really loved it. He's a bit of a amateur photographer, and he loves all the artistry, and he appreciates the angles and everything. So we are going to carry on watching it. So I think maybe next time we watch it, I've got to put down the crafts and just watch it and try and appreciate it. It was okay, but I didn't like it as much as I wanted to, and yeah, it's a bit sort of slow for me, I think. Yeah, but that is like the new sort of one of the latest Netflix that they think is going to do really well, and it's only on for a short period of time. I don't know how long that period of time is, but it's a limited period, so they've obviously sold it to someone else already, and they're going to pass it on, aren't they, to make more money from it. So that is something we have been watching, and Gary's been enjoying. As you saw, I was out and about again today. I just went to do the weekly shop at Aldi, but it turned into a bit of a saga. It's just not a saga because that's too extreme, but it just seemed like hard work, because I got out the car, it was really windy, got out the car, went to the trolleys, and I have a little key fob on my keys so that I always have the little disc to put in to get my trolley. It wasn't there, it was empty, and I know I always put it back. So I thought, oh no, and there was a little gap, so I thought, oh no, it's fallen off, I lost it. And I thought, oh, I think I've got another one. I knew didn't have any pound coins because I put them in the parking machine yesterday. So I trundled back to the car. It was really busy in the car park as well because it's school holidays. So it's a lot busier than it usually is. So I trundled back to the car. Went through all the little pockets and everything to see if I could find it. Finally found it in the glove compartment. Went back, got a trolley, got into the store, really packed in the store, really hard to get round today. So I did all my shopping, got it in the thing, got back, put it in the car, opened the door to the car, got in, and I thought, smells of apples in here. Why does it smell of apples in here? And I thought, oh, that's the air freshener like eliminator that I've used before that I keep in the car, because I can't have a constant air freshener because I'm very sensitive to that sort of thing. So I'll spray a little bit of something. If like I'm going to take my mum out the next day, I'll spray a little bit of something to freshen it up when I get out the car the day before, so it's settled and gone by the next day. So I thought, oh, that's strange. I wonder if it's because the sun, it's quite sunny and it's warmed it up in the car and reactivated. No, Tina. What had happened, it was in the glove compartment and I must have bashed it or something and it was leaking in the glove compartment. So it was really strong, and to the point of I could feel my throat all just like seizing up as I was going along in the car going home. So I had to open the windows. I was sneezing. So I got home, thought, right, I'll leave the windows open. It's really whipping up a gale out there. I thought that was really going to blow it away. So I left all the windows open. Then I realised later, after I'd had my lunch, that I'd forgotten Gary's honey and I hadn't got petrol anyway, and I needed to get some petrol, and it's cheaper near Sainsbury's. So I thought, right, I'll go and get some petrol. I'll come back to the petrol story. So I went off in the other direction and started sneezing and everything still again. So I had to go along again with all the windows open. So the hair was like... So yeah, so I've still got the windows open to try and get rid of some of it. But yeah, it's just stinging my eyes. My eyes are feeling stingy just thinking about it. I've got my cup of tea to try and clear my throat because I still feel it in my throat as well. Why? But I was going to come back to the petrol because Gary said this morning, and it was about 7:30 in the morning, so I didn't take a lot of notice, but the core thing he was saying sunk in, that there may be a driver's strike delivering the petrol, so there may be trouble ahead. So he was just saying to make sure that I always make sure I've got some petrol in the car, because he knows what I'm like and I will go down to fumes, especially if, because some, like where I went to for Aldi this morning, it's far more expensive to get it there than it is near the Sainsbury's, well, at the Sainsbury's. So being quite tight, frugal, I like to get my petrol where it's cheaper, so I'll hang on the fumes until I can get there. So, but he said just to make sure I don't, because he knows that it's really important to me that I can, if my mum needs me, I can get to her as quickly as possible. So, and she's not local. So yeah, and work as well, obviously, but it does worry me if my mum phones me at any point. I want to be able to get over there. So I don't want to cause panic buying. Don't panic buy, because then there will be a shortage and people won't get some when they need some. But don't let yourself do the Tina thing and get down onto fumes, because yeah, there may be trouble ahead. But we've been through this before and then it's been fine, hasn't it? So yeah, don't panic, but keep it mindful. What else was I going to say? Nothing else I don't think is going on apart from that. So I'm going to wrap this video up early so I can get it up, because I want to concentrate tonight, because I am going to try and cook a Yorkshire in the air fryer. If you're not from the UK, don't know what a Yorkshire pudding is, it's a batter you make up with milk and eggs, put it into a tin and it rises up, and there's toad in the hole basically. So I'm going to have sausages in there with the Yorkshire pudding. So I'm going to, never tried it, never heard of anyone trying it. I had this conversation with my sister-in-law last week, because she's big. She got an air fryer since Christmas as well, and so she was asking me what I prefer to cook in there and how I was getting on, and we mentioned about this Yorkshire because she taught me the recipe that never fails in the oven for Yorkshire, and it's just even measure. So I've got a little measuring cup that it's 2 eggs, that's the depth of 2 eggs. So then I just do equal, so you have a cup of eggs, equal cup of milk, equal cup of flour and a pinch of salt, and that exact measure, if they're all the same, it rises every time without fail. So I'm going to try that method in the air fryer, so we shall see what happens, just straight in the actual drawer of the air fryer and see. So I should take a picture, good, bad or ugly. I shall take, or a bit of footage to show you tomorrow how that turned out. So it might be a complete disaster. It might go too high. What if it goes too high? And you're not supposed to open the oven door when it's doing it, so I can't keep checking. What if I go to open the door and then I can't get it open because my Yorkshire's gone too high? This could be disastrous, couldn't it? But I'm going to do it, and I should let you know what happens. Hopefully, I'm not going to blow up the air fryer. I'll have to keep looking, won't I? I'll be too scared to not look, because I don't know how long it would take anyway. But yes, all that and more will be on tomorrow. So thank you for joining me today. Have a lovely rest of your day whenever you watch this, and I shall see you again this time tomorrow.